Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be starting a new wrestling series called Wrestling Revisit, where I revisit certain moments in wrestling that have either changed the course in wrestling or could have changed the course in wrestling, depending on what it is. We'll talk about rumors that happened and speculation that happened and my general thoughts on what may have happened or what will happen or what would have happened. So, the first one I'm going to talk about, since The Rock is a very popular topic of conversation right now, I'm going to talk about WrestleMania 29, the fallout, and what would have been, possibly. So, as you may know, The Rock, in his bout with John Cena, got injured. And ever since then, we had not seen The Rock wrestle for a couple of years. And we may see him this year wrestle, but I doubt. So, there's some speculation on what could have happened. I'm going to talk about two rumors, and I'm going to talk about what I think would have happened had The Rock not gotten injured, and overall, just my thoughts on the matter. So, the first thing I wanted to address is there is a specific rumor that The Rock didn't actually get injured at WrestleMania. However, he was mad that he had to put over John Cena, and John Cena had politicked his way into winning this match when the original outcome was supposed to be The Rock. Now, this theory, I don't know how plausible it is, for two reasons. One, John Cena has very much, now he could be lying, but he's very much said that he's never pitched for any ideas, which I don't see that happening, because you take a look at the 2010 Nexus storyline where Jericho and Edge both confirmed that John Cena used his star power to put himself over the Nexus, right? But the big difference between that one and this story is that The Rock is no Nexus. He's already a made man, even more so than John Cena. So I don't see, Vince ruling Cena over The Rock. That's just not likely. I think if there's a power struggle, The Rock will trump Cena any day of the week. So, I don't think that story is very likely. And also, The Rock is a very giving person. He's selfless when it comes to what the instructions are. And Cena's a company guy. He's gonna be okay with losing if he's instructed to do so, because he is the company guy, or was the company guy when he was as active as he was. So, those are the facts. Overall, that idea in my head, the idea of The Rock and John Cena being in some sort of political struggle and John Cena going on top, in my opinion, has 0% plausibility. I'm sorry, but just for those reasons listed, I don't think that would happen. Next, I'm going to talk about speculation about the fallout of the situation had The Rock not gotten injured. So, a lot of people think that there were going to be seeds planted, and the rumors were that The Rock and Brock Lesnar were going to face off at Extreme Rules. Now, this one, much like the first rumor, has 0% plausibility in my eyes as well, and I'll tell you why. First of all, we're talking a month build between two of the biggest superstars WWE had at that moment, and arguably even today. Of course, this is talking about Brock pre-allegations. Now he's persona non grata, but that's neither here nor there. If you ask me, why would they waste two of their biggest stars, a matchup like that, two of their biggest stars on a B-level pay-per-view? That just doesn't make sense. And in a month build, it just overall, like, I get it, you want to put butts in seats, but that's not the type of match you put on a B-level pay-per-view. So that's just my thoughts. Now, I could buy it if the seeds were planted for SummerSlam. If that were the rumor, then yeah, that would have, good, that'd be very plausible. I'd say 75%, because The Rock and Brock Lesnar are both big superstars, and that's how you pad and buff SummerSlam 2013 that year. The only drawback or lack of likelihood that might make me think otherwise is The Rock's movie schedule. So, that's the only thing holding back this possibility, But, with that said, overall, a 75% plausibility had it been SummerSlam. A 100% had it been WrestleMania, because The Rock was locked in to appear at WrestleMania and he was even announced the year before. So, moving on from that, I think we have 0% plausibility, like I said, of them wrestling at Extreme Rules. So let's go ahead and talk about my speculation and my thoughts, right? So I believe that everything was played straight, there was no ego or power struggle involved. I don't think that. But what I do think happened is the match was booked for Cena to go over, so that at WrestleMania 30, you get The Rock versus John Cena number 3, and you complete the trilogy. And, of course, as we all know, after The Rock's injury, right, he didn't want to wrestle for some time because he didn't want to risk getting injured while he was filming any movies. So, that makes sense. Because when he did get injured at WrestleMania 29, production for his movie was halted by a lot of time. So, the idea, in my opinion, was to see The Rock versus John Cena 3 times in a lifetime, and this would complete at WrestleMania 30, which would be an excellent trilogy given the fact that, 2 of the biggest superstars would face off for one final time, see who's the better man, and I think that was the idea. Overall, I think my thoughts on the matter is that I maintain that The Rock shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania 29. I don't think, especially if there was ended up being 2 matches between them two, I think The Rock should have won. But, yeah, I think that that's neither here nor there. But I will say that it was, in a way, a good thing that The Rock didn't win, because he ended up getting injured, and, he likely wouldn't have wrestled again, so he probably would have had to vacate the title. And I don't think anyone really wants to see that, But overall, I would say that all the rumors they weren't plausible at the time, and looking back at them, they're not even plausible today, So that's going to be it for the video. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and subscribe. Well, what are you still doing on this video? Subscribe. Get out of here.